Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Cobb Vanth from the Mandalorian. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, alright. So, Cobb Vanth. But I keep wanting to say Bob Vance. You know, from The Office. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just habit. It's not habit. It's not like I say it all the time, you know? It's not what I mean. But, that's it. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it to you. There's no need. I just explained it. But for some reason, I feel I need to keep going. But I gotta talk about something while I'm drawing, right? So I'm going for a gunslinger, hip forward shot. You know what I mean? So you know when the cowboys they shoot from the hip. You know, when they keep their gun low, the kind of, you know, the hip is out, and that's what I'm going for. That look, that feel. You know, I had someone comment one time that everything's too stiff, you know, and I get it, you know, I'm not perfect, you know, so that's possible, and I'm not saying it's not, you know, I'm just trying, you know, but, you know, we do what we can, and, you know, it may not be perfect, but we're trying, right? So, anyway, I'm trying to get you a little something more. I'm taking that as constructive criticism, and so I'm trying to go for a more natural, more, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but more flowing. Again, don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But that's okay. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get better. That's it. That's what it comes down to. I'm trying to get better for you. And the pose worked out, so I'm trying to. Here's the other tough part. I'm not good with caricature. So in other words, I can't draw. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Timothy Oliphant. God, I couldn't remember his name. I can't make it look like him, you know? So I'm gonna draw someone. What I like to say is these are cosplay people. So you know how a cosplay person will look pretty close, you know, but they won't look exactly like the person. That's how I imagine my drawings. These are cosplay people, you know. It's not quite Timothy Oliphant, whatever his name is. So I'm okay with it not looking exactly like them. I know sometimes it's kind of an excuse, but I don't know. I just kind of figure that's my way of drawing how I draw, right? All right, not bad. I can live with that. And so now I'm starting to add some detail to this pose. And someone requested this. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot your name right now. I forgot who requested this, because I was wondering whether I should draw this or not. I mean, he was only in one episode, and he's pretty cool, but I didn't know if there was any interest, you know? I didn't know, like, if I drew Frog Lady. It's like, you know, it's like, who wants to see it when it's over? You know, it's like, he's only in one episode, he's done. hopefully more, you know. I mean, I doubt it, because, you know, they got to pay these people, and a lot of surprise guests and whatnot. They you know, they're probably just going to show up for one episode and that's it. Anyway, you know, we'll see. But anyway, I was kind of curious. It's like, is anybody going to want to see this? Should I draw him? And when I do, what do I draw? Like, do I draw? I don't want to draw Boba Fett, you know? And so, I mean, I do. I want to draw Boba Fett. But what I'm saying is, if I were to draw him, I don't want to take up the Boba Fett glory. Like, when I draw Boba Fett, I want to draw Boba Fett. I don't want to draw, you know, Cobb, and it's like, well, you kind of already drew Boba Fett, you know? So, I thought it was a good idea to draw him without the helmet. And I'm so sorry, whoever requested this. I'm drawing a blank on who it was right now. You know who you are. And I'm in the middle of drawing, so I can't quite go back and look up who it was. I posed the question to them. So what do you think, with or without the Boba Fett costume? And sure enough, they confirmed. They're like, yeah, without the Boba Fett, because, or I'm sorry, without the helmet, because it will show that it's not Boba Fett. You know, it's just Cobb. All right, not bad, not bad. Okay, and so yeah, it's kind of shooting from the hip, and holding the Boba Fett costume. I'm sorry, Boba Fett helmet over here. Off to the side, under his hip. So that means his arms over here. You can kind of see his forearm and the rocket launcher and all that stuff. And then the hand is kind of tucked underneath it. That's what we're going to have to say. So we're kind of foreshortening the little wrist part right there because of the way he's holding the mask. And I think that'll work. All right, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, so this one's back. Hand's gonna be up in a drawn, a gun drawn position. And so unfortunately you can't see the arm thing either. So like he's got the tube going to that, you know. You can't really see that in this position, but that's okay. You know, this is enough. And what's funny is too, I'm thinking more about like the person that said, you know, these are stiff. You know, not to make excuses and not to say, hey, well, let's see you do better. I'm trying not to say stuff like that. But I mean, I'm doing this in 30 minutes, so, or less than 30 minutes. So sometimes it comes out stiff. Sometimes I lose some of the magic. But again, I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to go as fast as I possibly can, so you guys aren't stuck watching me just draw for hours. You know what I don't have? A picture of his gun. I don't know what he's got. I don't know what he's using. So we're just gonna make something up. Space gun. We'll do kind of a Boba Fett style. Something like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. So that's probably going to be good for just the quick details, and we can get going. Maybe bring this foot down a little bit more. There you go. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna erase some of the sketch lines because I want my Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil lines. But I got to leave myself enough to guide us. So luckily, what we're doing is we're erasing the sketch lines, but not the confidence lines. Because as I was just throwing lines down, those are my sketch lines. I was sketchy, I wasn't sure, I was just trying to get them in the right place. As I got more confident, I started pressing harder. And so when I erase, the sketch lines disappear faster than the confidence lines. So we're following our confidence, getting rid of the sketchiness. That's how you live your life, right? Get rid of your sketchiness, follow your confidence. I think that's enough right there. I think that'll work. Let's do it. Let's get going. Let's welcome everybody that skipped and get to Sharpieing. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day and you can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that the fine point can't quite find. Let's sketch the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of my sketch lines, but left enough to guide me. So I'm going to get started with the Sharpie pen because I can control the line widths much better. And I'm just going to start drawing his face. Now I've got him kind of looking off to the side over here. And I've already talked about this before, that I'm not a good caricature artist, so I can't exactly make it look like him, but I'm going to try. You know, I'm going to do as much as I possibly can, okay? So, let me go through these pictures again, try to find something close. There we go. Okay, so he's looking off this way, so I'm going to go ahead and draw his eyes, or his eyelids, like this, just to see if I've got him facing the right way. Looks about right to me. Now, it's so small, there's not a lot I can do for pupils and retinas. So I'm just going to draw a little bit of a retina like this, come in and hit it with a little bit of the pupil like that. That's all I can do. Here, I can try to do a little like this, but again, it's off to the side. But I do have him looking the right way, so I'm happy with that. Now, I'm going to have him kind of a, you know, the old squinty-eyed good guy or bad guy. I guess he's a good guy, right? A little squinty eye. What do you call it? What do they call the Clint Eastwood? The stranger? I'm talking too much. Let's just keep going. I'm going to draw just a little bit of the bottom of the eye like this. That's it, just to imply the bottom. But again, color's gonna have to take care of the rest because of the way we got it angled, and as tiny as this is, I can't even draw all those details. So I'm gonna draw the bridge of his nose, come down like this, like that. Gonna draw a nostril tucked in here like this. Draw one nostril back like that. Now, he's got kind of a beard, so to speak, so we're gonna go ahead and draw kind of like this. It's not really a beard though, it's like just, he hasn't shaved is really what it is. But that'll give us a little bit of a top lip, okay? So let's go ahead and do the side over here too, just so we can see where we are. And I'm gonna thicken it up just a little bit because when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width. Now see how blurry all this is getting because it's so tiny? I got to be careful. I can't go any further than that. So I'm just going to do that for the edge, and that's it. Okay, so I'm going to draw his lip like this. And then I can draw some more of his little beard to beard. And again, it's not really a beard, so I'm just kind of playing around with some hairline just to give us a little bit of placement. You know what else I want to do? Let's see if I can do this. Almost like that. Just a little bit of the top line. There we go. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, and I'm just going to do stuff like this just to give it a little bit of stubble for the edge of his face. And then I'll draw some more guides. Okay, so his jawline's going to come back here like this to his ear. I'm going to go ahead and draw this for his lobe. I'm going to give him a little bit of a what do you call that? Sideburn. Whew, man, I just don't have words. But again, I never have words, you know? It's a cheekbone, and let's give him some hair. So he's got a very nice hairline, so we're going to go ahead and do something like this just to kind of start placing the look of it. Okay, that's just kind of guiding me as to where the hair is swooping. You know, that's what I'm going for there. Now I'm going to play around with the shape. And so his hair is just kind of, you know, slicked back. And there, so it's kind of, you know, swooping around for the edges. And again, I'm thickening up mine. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Especially if you're working with pencil, it might not look as the same, you know? It might not look as the same. That's how much I can't speak. Okay, so his neck is going to be coming down like this. And now I'm going to switch over to the other Sharpie. So see, not quite Timothy Oliphant, but it gets the job done. So I'm going to draw his scarf. Let's see, his neck's coming down like this a little. See how thick that is? That's why I was trying to match just a little bit of how thick it is. All right, so his scarf is just kind of wrapped around a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down like this. Connect it there. Let me go ahead and draw a few creases and folds just to show that it's all wrapped up right there. Okay? There we go. Something like that. All right. Okay, and there we go. We didn't really do too much. We didn't destroy the delicate lines of the hair. That's what I was afraid of. So I'm glad we did that. Okay? All right, here we go. So now we're going to draw his armor. And let's see, he's got the little shoulder piece here like that. And or his trapezius. This is the shoulder piece. Like that. I always say draw what's in front so you can draw what's behind. So we got to get to this arm where he's holding the helmet because that's in front first. So I've got him holding the mask. So I'm going to draw his shoulder down like this. Now it's foreshortened because of the way he's holding it. So the forearm is already coming down like this, and I'm just going to start drawing like hard edge pieces, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because that's all you can see because it's foreshortened like this. Okay, his thumb is coming around to the front of the mask, holding it like that. The fingers are wrapped around like this. Now I know that's kind of weird and spacey, but I just wanted to leave some places to control with the small Sharpie so I could show you some straight edges like in the position. So does that start to make more sense? Like why we have it placed like this? Okay, just the straight edges of it like that are more foreshortened to looking at. So I know it looks super short. I know it does, but it'll all make sense in the end. Okay, so for his helmet, I'm going to go ahead and bring the edge down like this. And sure enough, I've got it turned just a little bit too. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it here. And this is all in front. So that's why I wanted to draw this first. It's kind of tucked under his arm here. And let's see, we're going to go ahead. Let's draw like the big main section like this. So you kind of see, I guess it's kind of facing right at you. You can kind of see how it's going. How's it going? Okay, and so the edge of it's going to be up here like this. And we're going to add some detail in a second. You see, I want to draw what's in front. That way I'm defining a few things. And then we'll come back and we can draw what's behind. So I know it's still a little weird. Doesn't quite look like him, but just you know, bear with me. We're gonna clean it up a little bit with this smaller Sharpie. All right, so there's a line going across, if you can. See, even I fell into it just a little bit, so that's okay. That's fine. We're gonna draw his cheekbone things, the edges of it, I guess, like that, and then I'm gonna come in here and do one of these. Come in here and do that. Straight down. We can kind of clean it up a little bit. And then we're pretty much just going to do the rest as far as the dents and all that stuff. Here, we'll do this for the dent so you know where that big one is. I'm going to color that in black with color. So that's the front of that. So at least we know where that is, okay? So now that that's established, I can draw his arm back here. All right. I'm gonna draw wrinkles and creases and folds because his arm's just bent over like this. And again, it's gonna help to define a few things and just show that there's a lot of bends on this this cloth right here. And remember, you don't have to draw every single thing I'm doing. This is how I draw. And you draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. But I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing to kind of help you out with the placement, okay? All right, so see, he's holding the mask off to the side. So now I've got him kind of leaning this way, kind of a gunslinger vibe, you know? So his back's coming in like this. There's the edge of the armor. And so we're going to draw the front of it over here. Now, see, I'm not drawing through this little thing that I want to specifically design. So I'm going to draw the edge of his armor over here. And again, I'm kind of tilting it this way. I'm going to draw the edge down here, and I'm going to come back in and add the edge of the armor with a small Sharpie. All right, so his sleeve, his shoulder is going to have this little number off like this. So it's basically that one. And now I'm going to add the armor plating. And let's see, let's do it like just to give us a little bit of placement. But also, again, like I said, I wanted to do it so it's a little more not subtle, but it's a little more complementary to the thick lines with these smaller lines. So I like doing stuff like this with the smaller Sharpie. If you're working with pencil, you don't have to worry about this, but since I have the opportunity to play with a couple different Sharpies, I'm definitely taking advantage of that. All right, okay. Let's see, and I'm gonna draw this one. This. And I know it's not perfectly exact. I mean, I'm going for as much as I can, getting super close, but you know, it's not gonna be perfect. But, you know, it's as good as we can get. All right, so this is cloth, so that's why I like adding little extra lines down there just to kind of show that it's creased, folded, and pliable. Here's your word for the day. Because armor doesn't bend, so we're kind of taking advantage of, well, this part does bend, so let's make it come alive. All right, so see how he's kind of thrusting his hips forward in that gunslinger shot. All right, so his you can't really see the rest of his pack, but you can see, we'll go ahead and draw this, the rocket launcher. Or I guess the rocket of the rocket launcher, you know? Something like that, just to accent that that's on his back. All right, so let's work our way down. So he's got a couple belts on, so I'm gonna draw his shirt underneath like that. And again, covered up by a belt. Go back this way. And I'm gonna start to draw his hips and whatnot coming out like this, just to kind of show us where we are. Okay, so let's see. How about, oh yeah, I gotta draw his belt. Something like that. I'm gonna attach it, like maybe right here. And we'll say there's more space parts for his space belt, like that, something like that. Kind of just defining a few little things just to kind of give it some life. Okay, so there's another one hanging down this way, so I'm going to draw his hip out like that. And now, before I go further, I'll tell you what, let's draw this arm because it'll show you where we are too. and finish up the top half, right? So this one's kind of the gunslinger pose that it's down low. So it's not raised, it's low. So he just basically pulled it out, just bent his elbow and shot. So we're gonna draw the armor cuff thing right here. Then I'm gonna draw his hand. And let me draw the details of the, then basically it's just, we're gonna do something like this. I know my hand's not very straight right now, but just to draw like some kind of armor plating for the side piece here. There you go, something like that, just to show that it's we'll do this. It's armor, okay? All right, so for his gun hand, I'm gonna draw his thumb over everything. And then there's the back of the pistol. And his trigger finger's up here. So that means his other fingers are tucked underneath. And then this one's a little smaller because it's a pinky. And we're gonna draw, let's say, like the trigger up like this. Trigger fingers in here like that. Trigger, gun, handle, boom. Well, not boom, I guess pew, right? Pew pew, because it's a space gun. All right, so let me add just a little bit of detail here just to kind of bring it all together. And we'll say like the knuckles are around like this. That'll kind of define a few things. I don't know why I didn't close that off, but I am now. All right, so let's draw some kind of space gun. Now, I don't have a picture of his gun. Don't know what I'm drawing here, so I'm just gonna make up some kind of, well, space gun, you know? Something like that. Ooh, let's just use this real fast just to kind of go like that. Just give us some kind of something just for the handle. I mean, just for the barrel. Like that. Then I'm gonna go back to doing it by hand. There you go, something like that. Then we're gonna give it an end like this. Then I'm gonna add some extra with the Sharpie. I mean, I'm using a Sharpie, right? With the small Sharpie. Something like that. And again, I'm just making this up because I really don't know what it looks like. You hear the neighbor's dog making a special guest appearance again? I'm working with the windows open, nice and pretty today. All right, something like that. It may not be perfect, but hey, you know what? It's a laser gun. All right, why am I grabbing the pencil? Okay, so now we're gonna draw his hips a little forward with the belt, and we're pretty much just drawing material now. So let's see, he's gonna have a buckle like that. And this is gonna go up this way. Like that. This is going over here, and it's got a little pouch hanging off it like this. And there's the edge. This. I can connect now. I can start to tilt his body back this way because, like I said, it's the old gunslinger hip. Shoot from the hip. All right, don't know what that is, but it's hanging off his body. So now we're going to just draw pants. All right. Let's see. Let me add a little bit of detail to his little pouch here. Maybe do something like that for his what do you call it? Buckle. Just kind of breaking up the negative space is what I'm trying to do. Okay. All right. So now that's it. We're just drawing pants. So I'm gonna lean one leg back this way. A little pouch hanging off his pants here, and this leg has no armor on it, so I'm just going to draw into his boot like that. Let's see, his crotch is right there, so there's his inner thigh to that. And I'll go ahead and draw down to the boot here, again, so you can see the angle that I was taking. This. There we go, okay? Ooh, my hand's just shaking today. Alright, so let me draw some creases and folds in his pants so you see where we are. Alright, let's draw that little pouch, little cargo pants pouch. Something like that. Let's see, it looks like there's more. Some kind of something there. Don't know, but we're drawing something. And some creases and folds for his pants. Something like that, okay? This one, same thing. There's kind of a little pouch pocket over here. That's what I can see. I don't know, I could be wrong. Then again, more creases and folds in his pants. It helps to make it come alive because it's such a negative space. There's nothing to do for legs, you know? When there's no armor, it's such negative space that I like to break it up and do something. So this one does have like the Boba Fett leg armor. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, and now boots. So I'm just gonna come down here. There is like a little flap. This down to the toe. That flap is something like that. Little cowboy boot. Okay, I'll add some detail in a second. Let's just draw it all and then we'll put it all together. Yeah, see those little bumps that I did? Basically, I'm gonna do like straps. Okay, there's his cowboy boot. That. There is that little strap there, but you can't really quite see it. It's not up as much. It's just over like that, okay? Alright, so now all we're gonna do is just add some extra detail, just some, you know, creases and folds, just to kind of make the boot come alive. Something like that. Give it a little bit of a sole. This, awesome. This one, again, I'm just doing kind of like straps. It looks like he's got something like that, so we're just gonna do that just to kind of, again, make it come alive. Just do a little wrinkle in it, you know? Something like that. There you go. So I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Cobb Vanth from The Mandalorian. Pew pew! So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.